Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? God bless uh, everybody that is watching. A massive attack right now. Massive attack has been reported into Israel at this moment. It is a massive attack. More than 400 rockets. It is being reported right now. This is how it looks, and several particular communities, which is right now, which is right now happening. That is an alert. Another alert just came in. Continuous alerts coming in right now by Iran. The informative report, it says that you look at this. Look at this video. Look at this photograph. I'm going to put this photograph right here. It's a photograph right now of the launching of hundreds and hundreds of rockets and missiles into the part of Israel. So until now, according to several different outlets coming in from Israel, they reported more than 300 ballistic missiles were launched as of right now, and we are just right here waiting for another alert to come in. Uh, Also, they talk about more than 400 rockets right now into Israel. They're saying that Israel is it all over Israel. There's sirens all over Israel. There's a video coming in from Israel right now of the current situation. Missiles flying all over Israel, coming in from Iran. Now, this goes out to all of these people that they are right now saying pro Lebanon, pray for Beirut, and pray for Lebanon, and all this. Peace. I hope that you guys are saying also pray for Israel right now as they are being massively attacked by Iran. So the report right now, it says uh, another alert coming in from the confrontation line from Metula. Let's go right here to the alert info. And the alert info, it says, it's coming right here as we are getting notifications. No. Okay, yeah, it is saying that it's coming in from Metula in the confrontation line in Hasar, Giladi, Tai Hai, and Kiryat Shimona, where we were at, specifically where we were at last time. It is coming in from there. Let me just go back and put this for you guys to see. So it is, let me just put the other one that is basically giving me the alerts, consistently the alerts. Another alert coming in from Tel Hai, coming in from Tel Hai. Another alert of another attack coming in immediately also. This is how it looks right now. Another alert coming in from Tel Hai. Israel is being massively attacked right now. Massively attacked right now by all, specifically by, let me just go right here. Yes, right here. There you go. There you go. Another attack coming in Kiryat Shimona. Another threat of attack coming in from Kiryat Shimona. As of right now, critical. It says critical. In the red alert confrontation area in Kiryat Shimona, we were just there. This is how it looks right now. This is specifically how it looks. Why you are showing something that I don't want to see, man? There you go. This is another alert. Immediately when you hear an alert, it changes. It drastically changes to another. Let me just go right here. There you go. That's the alert. They're being massively attacked right now. Massively attacked. Let me just show another how it looks right now. So the information that is coming in from Israel, from two outlets that we have, Chuck Holton, he is live right now. Chuck also, it is live right now on his platform as alerts are coming in. But let me just read you some of the informative outlets that we, ultimately 100% we trust in the part of Israel, that we have been there a couple of times. The Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, we attacked in the heart of the occupied terrorists in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Nilproshan. So this is a retaliation attack by Iran in the retaliation for the death of Nasrallah and Abbas Nilproshan. Apparently, this is a statement. The Revolutionary Guards breaking for everybody. The Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, they have said, we attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Nilproshan. So it is a retaliation attack by Iran. Just quoted right now. The retaliation attack by Iran into Israel territory in a statement by the Revolutionary Guards in an official announcement. Again, I will reply. They said, we attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas. Also, they are preparing in the north of Tel Aviv. There's a lot of movement in the Sharon Hotel, which, Chuck Holton and myself, we have been there a couple of times in Tel Aviv, in the part of Herzliya. And also, Israel just declared, and they just came out with a statement saying, if you declare war, an extraordinary reaction is expected. So there is going to be an extraordinary reaction from Israel in terms to this attack. Again, until now, what they are saying in purpose to the quantities of the informative as it was coming in at 9:38, they posted these informative outlets in Israel. 102 missiles are on the way. Then after that, they posted, no, I will go one by one. Iran has attacked at 9:32 a.m. West Coast time. Then it says the ballistic missiles are on their way at 9:34 West Coast time. Then on 9:38 West Coast time, 102 missiles were on their way. Then at 9:49 West Coast time, 350 ballistic missiles were launched. Then at 9:54 West Coast time, 400 rockets so far they posted. And after that, at 10:03 West Coast time, the Revolutionary Guards released a statement in an official announcement saying that we attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Nilproshan. Also, Israel has released a statement saying if you declare war, an extraordinary reaction it is going to be expecting. Then they released a statement also saying Iran should expect a massive strike on its oil and gas industry. Then another post at 10:10, Israel airspace, it is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. So every person that is trying to fly right now to Israel, your flight is canceled. There's no El Al. There's no, the only airline that is flying to Israel that I flew into was specifically El Al. That they're the only ones that they're allowing flights to go into Israel. So every Israel airspace, it is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. Questions: how many rockets they have passed the Iron Dome? Until now, they haven't posted anything. What they posted Apart from 4 dead, 7 victims in the attack. This was at 9:29 a.m. Among them, 2 critically, 2 seriously, and 2 moderated, and 1 lightly wounded. This was an attack that it was in the mission in the borderline of Lebanon. Both terrorists were eliminated. This is an attack of Israel into the borders of Lebanon. That particularly, they were trying to eliminate terrorists. Until now, I will repeat again what happened. Massively breaking for everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. Breaking as of right now, Iran has massively attacked Israel as it is right now. Alerts are coming in, critical alerts in the parts of Kiryat Shimona and the northern part of Galilee. As we were there 3 weeks ago, we were there broadcasting for you guys, telling you guys Hezbollah, it is attacking brutally to the northern part of Galilee. Iran, of course, using its proxy Hezbollah to attack massively the northern part of Galilee. But in a statement right now by the revolutionary groups from Iran, they have declared that this is a retaliation in vengeance to the death of Nasrallah and Abbas. So I will go one by one into basically tell you what has been going on at time by time frame. At 9:32 West Coast time, this informative outlets that has almost 500,000 subscribers in Telegram, this informative outlet that we trust 100% in Israel, great informative outlets posted 9:32 a.m. rockets from Iran to South Israel. At 9:32 a.m. they posted Iran has attacked. In 9:33 a.m. West Coast time, all Israel should enter bomb shelters. They were telling every person enter a bomb shelter. At 9:34 a.m. the ballistic missiles are on their way. At 9:37, in a few minutes, multiple ballistic missiles are about to arrive to Israel airspace. At 9:38 West Coast time, 102 missiles are on the way. At 9:49 and West Coast time, a.m., over 350 ballistic missiles were launched into Israel. At 9:54 a.m. West Coast time, over 400 rockets so far have been launched into Israel territory. And ultimately, at 10:03 a.m., it was the announcement by the Revolutionary Guards of Iran. They said, the Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, we have attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Nilproshan. This is a retaliation of an attack to the deaths of Nasrallah and also Abbas Nilproshan. In at 10:07 a.m., Israel declared a statement. They said, if you declare war, an extraordinary reaction, it is expected. This was in a statement of Israel in retaliation to the attacks and also responding to the attacks that just recently Iran just did. Also, at 10:08, they posted, Iran should expect a massive strike on its oil and gas industry. And at 10:10 a.m., Israel airspace, it is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. So people that they are trying to fly to Israel or people that are trying to get to Israel at this particular time, your flight must, and it is obviously going to be canceled if you're in Europe, if you're in Madrid, if you're in Rome, if you're in France, trying to connect, into Israel. This is undeniably, it is your flight. It is, it is canceled. Also, and the Iranian attacks so far, for people that they were asking about casualties, they just posted at 10:13 a.m. Apparently, there are no casualties. 3 falls across the country. And ultimately, this is another post It says the Iranians gave us exactly what we always needed, the legitimacy to attack their nuclear sites and destroy their economy. This, it is no way, it's no justification for this attack. There's no justification. And specifically, I will take this moment to release one of my emotions. This goes out to all these people that they are in the United States of America, these progressive liberals who are destroying colleges and going out there and protesting and manifesting themselves, defending terrorists, defending Hamas, defending Hezbollah, and ultimately also defending Iran, that Iran completely violates women's rights and also violates freedom rights. This goes directly to you. This is what is there. This is the retaliation that is happening right now. Of course, if people are joining in, Chuck Holton, he is in Jordan right now. I just talked to him yesterday. He was in Amman. He's really close. He's next door to Israel. So particularly, they possibly just closed the port of where Chuck was. He's trying to cross from Jordan into Israel. That is going to be undeniably, they're going to close that port of entry. They're going to close that port of entry for him to cross to Jordan to Israel. So, and it is one of the most difficult ports of customs, of pedestrian port of entries that I have been through in my life. I was there with him a couple of weeks ago trying to cross from Jordan into Israel, and it was extremely difficult. You know, a lot of stress. It is really hesitating to deal with these people. And, you know, a lot of these people, they don't like America. Let me just tell you like it is. Also, they just posted right now at 10:17, Israel is preparing for a major retaliation action attack. So Israel, it is preparing as we speak right now for a retaliation attack into the parts of Iran. So this is how it looks right now. This is an actual look of how it looks right now into the red alerts. As you see, all the communities right here on the left, they will tell you how it has been, the attacks that have been massively coming in. So let me just tell you the places that they have been alerted to move. But they just posted another thing. At the moment, the Iranians changed their plan. They noticed the interceptions and they stopped the launches. So the Iron Dome, thanks to God, has been working and has stopped basically the launching of, you know, more launches of this, specifically this attack by Iran into the territory of Israel. So Iran just noticed that the Iron Dome has been consistently working and dropping all of these missiles and interrupting these missiles from reaching to their target. So this is one of the things that they just posted. They noticed that, and foreign forces intercepted many missiles in areas of East Israel. Just for everybody to know, yeah, they're posting Israel airspace that is closed. Yes, that was actually posted. Let me just look for it right now. That was posted at 10:10 a.m. Israel airspace that is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. So let me just go right now to just read you where were the attacks in central Negev, Beersheba West, Beersheba North, Gibot Bar, Lehabin, Tiravin, Lakia, Omer, and Dudam in sight. That was at 9:56. Then you go exactly also to 9:56. Abu Krenab and Abu Talul, Al-Sajid, Karmit, Nevatim, Sansana, Sergev Shalom, Tal Shiva, and Batim. Those were the places in South Negev. Also in 9:57 in Central Negev, Beersheba South, Beersheba East, Idam HaNegev Industrial Zone, Lahav, Rahat, Eshkolot, and Hatzerim. And also in South Negev, Wadi Nam South. In Jerusalem, the alerts were in Jerusalem South, Jerusalem East, Jerusalem West, Jerusalem Center, Jerusalem North, Beit Sajid, Mas Vasaret Zion, Motza Ilit, Ein Karim Boarding School, Gibbon Hadaja, Gibat Zev, Nebi Samuel Eben Sapir, Ora, and also Arminadav. In Yarkon, Mibo Horom, Nov Ajalon, Shah Alabim, and Modim Ishpro Center. In Shefalat Jehuda. Whew, this was a massive attack on this one. Beit Nekofa, Har Adarf, Mal Chachamisha, Suva, Kiryat Anavim, Abietzer, Aderet, Hartuv, Sora Industrial Zone. It's Taol, Beit Shemesh, Bako, Givodam, Gitzo, Harel, Sanoa, Tal Shanar, Jish, the community that we were at, Jish also was attacked. Kafar Uriah, Latrum, Mashia, Mini Israel Nashoron, Meselit Sion, Neve Mikael Rogalit, Neve Shalom, Naham, Nashon, Netiv Halamet He, also Salfon, Sora, Retorno Gibashesh, Shar Hagahi, Taos, Tarom, Abugash, Beit Meir, Bar Giora, Givat Jarim, Jat HaShmona, also Salon, Kiryat Jarim Jud Village, Mebo Beitar, Mata, Neve Ilan, Nataf, Nes Harim, Ein Nakuva, Ein Rafa, Sur Hadassah, Kiryat Jarim, Ramat Raziel, Shoeva, Shoresh, and Brosh Industrial Zone. That was the area in particular in the Shafelat Jehuda in Judea. Also, the attacks were in these places: Abu Nuwar, Alon Shavut, Elasar, Efrat, Beitar Elit, Bat Ajin, Har Jilo, Kefar Etzion, Neve Daniel, Kedar, Rosh Surim, Ezdevar, and Givot, and also in Shavela lowlands, Beit Hashmoniai, Beit Uziel, Geser, Genei, Jo Shanan, Hulda, Yeshadot, Yatzitz, Kafar bin Nun, Kafar Samuel, Karmei Yosef, Maskeret Bacha, Mishmar Ajalon, Mishmar David, Netzer Hatsani, Zadaya, Tashia, and also Ramot Mier. These were the attacks on Shafela lowlands. In Samaria, you got the attacks on Beit Horon. And then this was massive attack on this place that is called Lachish. So if we go to Lachish, let me read you. Abigdor, Even Shemuel, Orot, Bertuvia Industrial Zone, Kiryat Gat Industrial Zone, Ashba, Arhutsam, Eitan, Al-Atzi, Bertuvia, Beit El Sari, Beit Hilkilia, Benye Reyam, Gedera, Ganei Tal, Gat, Hafetz Haim, Yad Binjamin, Jinon, Kafar Ajim, Kafar Harif, and Riem Junction, Kafar Woodbark, Noam, Utza, Arugat, Kidrom, Kiryat Gat Karmei Gat, Kiryat Malachi, Revadim, Ezdem Mashi, Shalba, Timorim, Talmei Jehiel, Kanat Industrial Zone, Rebadim Industrial Zone, Benei Ajish, Hatzav, Hatzor, Kanat, Meishar, Agregata Factory, Nebe Meat Touch, Kiryat Malkachi, Yoav Train and Station, Gederia Industrial Area, Aluma, Emunium, Gibati, Bardom, Sabdiel, Sohar, Saria Rahia, Jadnatan, Menusha, Merkez Shapira, Masur Itzhak, Nekba, Nehora, Noga, Nashla, Nirbanim, Nirshen, Zgula, Otsem, Etzer, Asrikam, Ein Surim, Ketna, Komem Mute, Revacha, Ezded David, Ezded Joab, Shahar, Shafir, Tlamin, Timoring Industrial Zone, and Reim Industrial Park. This is in the parts of Lachish. If you go down now to the parts of Shephelet Yehuda, Kafar Monashim, Beit Guvrim, Beit Nir, Galon, Gefen, Zechariah, Kafar Soharim, Lutzit, Nehusha, Agur, Safarim, Zdot Misha, Secherin Leon, Tirosh, Gibat Ishayahu, Ha El Junction. If you go to Central Negev, Beit Kama, Goral Hills, Devir, Mishmar HaNegev, Shoval, Divira Junction. If you go to Western Negev, Eshel HaNatzi, Bror Hajil, Dorot, Siru, Hevat Shikimim, Mabum, Nir Moshe, Nir Akiba, Shavei Darom, Talmei Bilu. If you go to Gaza envelope, Gevram. If you go to Western Lachish, Hodaja, Helet, Hovaf Mishael, Talmei Japheh. And if you go again to Judea, Neta, and Shumria. After this is the alert 110-2024. This is the alerts that they have been entering with more than 400 rockets and missiles that they have been launched until now. Now, this just came in. Reuters just reported the Supreme Leader Khamenei has been moved to a safe place because they know the retaliation and the attacks from Israel are going to come. The defense forces of Israel have declared that if you have declared war, an extraordinary reaction is expected. This was a statement of the IDF after, at 10:03 a.m. West Coast time, the Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, they said, we attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Niproshan. This is a retaliation attack by Israel. This also, because of the attacks of Iran, they have eliminated one of their own. One person has been eliminated, a Palestinian Muslim from Jericho. And also, breaking right now. What an embarrassment for the American people. My God, how breaking right now, a statement from the United States government has released. The United States is asking Israel to not to respond. The United States government and the United States administration has just released a statement saying it is asking Israel to not to respond. This is a statement. And the IDF spokesperson has released a statement in response to the United States administration. They responded. The IDF spokesperson said, Israel, it is going to respond. Unbelievable. The United States administration of the Biden administration just told Israel to stay, ceasefire, and not respond. And the IDF spokesperson just came out and said, Israel, it is going to respond. So the alerts have stopped. I don't know if when you guys were just joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. It is a pleasure to be with you guys. Buy me a copy. It is right there, pinned in the chat on YouTube. If you guys like to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund, we are trying to get to Israel. It's impossible right now to get back. But as soon as this comes down, we are going to go over there immediately. My colleague and brother and also mentor, Chuck Colton, he is stuck in Jordan. He was going to try to cross to Israel apparently tomorrow. It is uncrossable right now. One of the most difficult ports of pedestrian port of entries. I was in Israel a couple of weeks ago, and ultimately one of the most difficult ports of entry. It is the one from Jordan into Israel. So if we go right now from what has been happening, also the IDF spokesperson right now has said no additional threats from Iran are detected. It is possible to leave the protected areas. This is as it is right now. No additional threats from Iran have been detected. So again, I will do a recap for people that are joining in. A massive, massive attack has been launched by Iran into the parts of Israel. This was this morning. A massive, massive attack just was launched, and it was reported at 9:32 a.m. West Coast time. Iran has been attacked. The authorities of Israel were telling the people from Israel enter bomb shelters at 9:33 West Coast time. Also, there were alerts at 9:34 West Coast time. The ballistic missiles are on the way. At 9:37, in a few minutes, multiple ballistic missiles are about to arrive in Israel airspace at 9:37. At 9:38 a.m. West Coast time, 102 missiles were on the way at that particular time. At 9:49, it was reported over 350 ballistic missiles were launched. At 9:53, they reported sirens all over the country of Israel. At 9:54 a.m., over 400 rockets so far to Israel. At 10:02 a.m., it was reported by authorities that a lot of people from Israel were in bomb shelters. And at 10:03, the statement was released. Hold on a minute. The statement was released. The Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, we attacked on the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Niproshan. So this was, of course, there was a retaliation attack by Iran for the death of Nasrallah and Abbas Niproshan. This was posted by the Revolutionary Guards at 10:03 a.m. Then at 10:07 a.m. West Coast time, all of this timing that I'm giving you, it is on West Coast time. Israel stated, if you declare war, an extraordinary reaction it is expected. Then at 10:08 a.m., Iran should expect a massive strike on its oil and gas industry. At 10:10 a.m., Israel airspace, it is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. So everybody that is flying, everybody that wants to fly or wanted to fly, your flights are canceled. The flight connections, the majority of the flight connections, it is from Madrid, from Rome, and specifically from France. So these three particular parts that a lot of people use as a trampoline to get to Israel, possibly, most definitely, your flight has been canceled, and God knows who you're going to try to get to Israel or get home. So, or get out of Israel. You cannot get out of Israel right now. Until now, the Iranian attack apparently has no casualties. This was posted at 10:13 a.m. And then at 10:17 a.m., Israel is preparing for a major retaliatory action. At 10:19, at the moment, the Iranians changed their plan. They noticed the interceptions and stopped the launches. Foreign forces intercepted many missiles in areas of east of Israel. At 10:28 a.m., Reuters report the Supreme Leader Khamenei has been moved to a safe place. At 10:30 a.m., it was reported that one person, due to these attacks, was killed, a Palestinian Muslim from Jericho. At 10:32 a.m., the United States government and the current administration of the United States of America told Israel to cease fire, and it is asking them not to respond. Incredible. The current administration of the United States of America, the Biden-Harris administration, after this massive attack from Iran into Israel territory, has gave out a statement saying they're asking to Israel to not to respond and to cease fire. An IDF spokesperson at 10:33 a.m. responded, Israel, it is going to respond. And also adding, quoted, the Israel spokesperson said, no additional threats from Iran are detected. It is possible to leave the protected areas. Also at 10:39, the only one that the Iranian rockets managed to kill, it is a Palestinian from Gaza that was in Jericho. This is a picture from the Temple Mount. And they posted, the Iranians have no respect even for their Muslim holy cities. Look at that. You can actually confuse yourself and think that this is stars falling from the sky, but they're missiles. Amazing. This is Iran. This is Hezbollah. This is Hamas. And all of these cities that you see right here on my left on this Safar, the Safar app that we have gotten from the first time that we went to Israel to broadcast the war, that it was in 2023, after 1 month after the October 7 massacre. We were there in November for 2 weeks right there. Horrible what it was happening. 3 weeks ago, we just went there and we reported that massively Hezbollah was attacking the northern parts of Galilee, like in the parts of Jish, like in the parts of Malkia, like in the parts of Kiryat Shimona. Massive, constant Hezbollah was attacking and ultimately using the Lebanon army to guard themselves. Also, Hezbollah put out a commercial at that particular time, in a commercial that it was just sending a message to the Israel authorities of the tunnel city that they have underneath to prepare to launch missiles and rockets into the parts of Israel. This is the actual map of how it looks right now. As I just shown you guys, this was the alerts that they were coming in on this morning. Massive. It looks massive. These alerts are massive, man. I cannot even imagine. I've been in Israel a couple of times, and whew, I cannot even imagine how it is right now. I cannot even imagine how it is right now. How it's the people possibly, whew. It's bad right now. It's bad. It's bad. So let us go to another report to read you more updates of what is currently happening. This was the statement on another informative platform. This is important for us to read. The IDF says that the missile fire from Iran, it is ongoing. This was posted at 9:56 a.m. This is another platform. It is called Manny's War Room. This guy, it is 100% accurate on all its information. This was posted by the IDF. Says the missile fire from Iran, it is ongoing. You are asked to stay in a protected area until further notice, the military says in a statement. Then at 10:01 a.m. says 8 people were murdered in the terrorist shooting attack in Jaffa this evening. That's another news. Then at 10:22, it says Iran's IRGZ claims responsibility for the missile fire on Israel, saying that it comes from the response of killing Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah and Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and IRGC official Abbas Nifourouzan, who was killed alongside Nasrallah. The IDF spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Haggari, says on a statement, there are no additional threats heading towards Israel from Iran currently, indicating that the missile attack, it is over. This was posted at 10:33 a.m. just minutes ago. Residents were notified a short while ago that they can leave the bomb shelters after an hour. During the defense, he quoted, we carried out quite a few interceptions. There are some impacts in the center and areas in the south of the country, Haggari says. Also, he quoted, at this stage, we are still carrying out an assessment of the attack, but we are unaware of casualties. Also, the IDF spokesman, Haggari, says Israel will respond to the Iranian missile attack on the country. We are heightened, alert, on defense and offensive. We will protect the citizens of Israel. This missile fire will have consequences. We have plans and we will act in the time and place that we choose. He just said that. Also, in another informative outlet, it says that at least 180 missiles were launched from Iran aiming attack to Israel at this moment. That is the amount that is counted. Unbelievable. Breaking news for everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I will not put attention to comments that they are completely incompetent and stupid. I'm sorry for the words. A lot of people are asking like this. There's a comment right here that I'm just going to put little attention to this. Why would any Mexican stand with oppressors? The very people who stole your land are the same ones supporting the occupiers today. God bless you. That is the land of Jesus. I stand with Jesus. That is my Lord and Savior. I follow Jesus. I don't follow a border. I don't follow a country. I don't follow a color. The land of Israel, it is not only the land of Jewish people. In that land of Israel, there is a vast majority of Christians. There's a lot of good people from Muslims. They live over there. There's a lot of Maronites. There's a lot of people that they still speak the language of Jesus. It is Arameo. It is a country. It is not only one land from what you think. And it is not oppressors. Stop using your pandering, progressive, mercenary, activist, white liberal language. We don't go by the liberal language as white supremacy, white imperialism. We don't go by saying conspiracy theory, creating hysteria, fearmonger, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronounphobic, fatphobic, racist, fascist, narcissist, bigot, and from the river to the sea, Allah will be free. We don't go with that. This is an actual attack that is happening right now. How can you stand with terrorists? How can you stand with Iran that is firing hundreds and hundreds of missiles right now into the territory of Israel? Why nobody is saying pray for Israel right now as the Iron Dome has intercepted hundreds and hundreds of rockets and missiles that are entering this country. And if it wasn't for the Iron Dome, this country would be now banished as it is right now. I don't see you saying anything about that. I was in Israel covering the war 3 weeks ago, and we reported a massive attack by Hezbollah. It is happening consistently into the northern parts of Galilee. Massive, massive attack into the northern parts of Galilee. It is happening right now. 30 to 35 35 missiles were happening every day. Every day, 30 to 35 missiles. 30 to 35 missiles were happening every day. Sent by Hezbollah into the territory of Israel. We interviewed people from the parts of Malkiah, from the parts of Jish, and from the parts of Kiryat Shemona. We were in a live broadcast when 4 missiles came in Kiryat Shemona on top of us. It is a cruel reality. And they're just comments right here. Why you stand with oppressors? Well, I believe that I can stand more with Israel than stand with Hezbollah and Hamas. Believe me. Believe me, I will stand 1 million times with Israel than stand with terrorists like Hamas and Hezbollah and tyrannical governments like the one in Iran. This is the actual statements right now from the IDF spokesman. The government of the United States of America, it is asking Israel to not to respond. Incredible. Wow. This current administration of the United States of America, it is absolutely nuts. The United States is asking not to respond, and the IDF spokesman said, quoted, Israel, it is going to respond. We are going to defend ourselves. So this goes back to the massive, situation which has been happening for quite some time in the north part of Galilee. That, specifically Hezbollah, it is attacking the kibbutz, and that the IDF has entered several kilometers of Lebanon just to push Hezbollah a little bit too further. Even we have asked people that they live on the kibbutz, they're saying, we cannot cease fire over here in the north part of Galilee. We need Hezbollah to just, just move backwards, step backwards, 40 to 30 to 40 kilometers away from the border. That's what we need, because they're continuously attacking, continuously attacking the northern part of Israel, the northern part of Galilee. We're still waiting on some statements that are coming in from the Israel Defense Forces, as we have a picture of the massive attacks that have been happening. Just as a recount and as a reminder, the update gives right now the update, informative update and breaking update. So the number of missiles that they were launched today from Iran into Israel were 181 missiles were launched. Most of the rockets were successfully intercepted. And they're also quoting, for comparison, in the Iranian attack in April, about 110 ballistic missiles were launched at Israel, as well as about 200 cruise missiles at UAVs. This time it seems that Iran fired only ballistic missiles on a wider scale. So the target was completely to attack massively Israel. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me just see if I can get this video for you guys on the screen. That was just some video that is recapped from people that are sending evidence of the situation right now in Israel. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. Breaking: Iran has massively attacked Israel today. More than 181 missiles. Somebody is reporting also 350 missiles. Also, they are reporting also 400 rockets. There's a few numbers, that everybody's using. But right now, an update from Amir Sarfati, one of the most important, informative outlets into this war, has just said 181 missiles were launched. Most of the rockets were successfully intercepted. Just for people to understand, the United States government right now released a statement saying to Israel, do not retaliate, do not attack, stand your ground. The IDF spokesperson said, we are not going to not retaliate. We are going to respond. This was a response directly to the Biden administration right now, the United States of America. How dare they, man? How embarrassing. How embarrassing. It's just completely embarrassing. This current administration, I don't know what to say, people. There's no words to describe this current administration. Really, it is. The IDF has imposed a new closed military zone on the Lebanon border in the areas of the communities of Doveh, also Zivon, and also Malkia. This is the place where we were at in Malkia. So in Malkia, let me just see if I can. Let me see if I can call. This is an individual who lives close to the border of Lebanon and the border of Jish. I'm trying to get a hold of him and see if there's a possibility of me talking to him right now. So an individual who lives close to the community of Jish. Let me see if I can call him. It's late over there in Israel, so I will intend to call him a little bit later. I just sent a message to him to see if I can ask him how is he doing. This is a really difficult situation. North part of Galilee. We were there 2 to 3 weeks ago, particularly asking people how they were doing on the north part of Galilee. Everybody in the north part of Galilee were saying that they were getting massively attacked every day. And ultimately, not only that, but also they were talking about 30 to 35 missiles potentially hitting Israel continuously every day, every single day. This was just, incredible to see that, to hear the quantities of 30 to 35 missiles entering every day. We saw that. It came late at night in the communities of Jish. We heard, the massive sirens. And the community that always gets hit is in Kiryat Shimona. We were there. 4 sirens came in the lapse of 15 minutes. Massive attack, 4 missiles. Every day, missiles coming in, missiles coming out, missiles coming in, missiles coming out. Continuously. It's just a complete disaster. A complete disaster. Let me see if I can call somebody right here. and somebody from Israel so we can get their perspective. I'm trying to get communication with people that are from Israel, that we made connections, and that, I don't know what time it is right now in Israel. Let me just check. What's the time in Israel?
The time in Israel is 9:01 p.m.
9:01. Still early. Still pretty early. So for everybody that is watching, thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. Massive attack, massive attack by Iran into Israel today. Apparently, more than 181 rockets were launched into the vicinity of Israel. 181 missiles. Excuse me. 181 missiles. They were intercepted right now. And this is just incredible. Just incredible what is happening right now. I don't know if Chuck Holton it is live. Let me see if he's live. I think he is live. He's not live. So let me see if I can get a hold of Chuck, and if I can call him and see if he can answer. Hey Chuck, I'm in a live feed. And I wanted to get your thoughts right now. If you can speak right now on the microphone. I got like more than 3,000.
Under my bed, Oscar, in a fetal position, crying.
So we got Chuck Holton, people, everybody. We got more than 3,000 people on the live. Chuck, massive attack by Iran right now into Israel. You're in Jordan. I bet that you're not going to be able to cross from Jordan to Israel right now. Everything's closed.
Well, not today, but we're not planning to cross today. Although, we were standing outside, literally watching hundreds of interceptor rockets from Israel coming into Jordan and taking out those missiles before they even crossed into Israel, and they were right over our heads. I mean, it was like the grand finale at the 4th of July. Just boom, 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 and you just saw these streaks of light going all different directions. It was insane. I've literally never seen anything like it. And so they say that they've probably fired about 400 to 500 ballistic missiles at Israel. If the numbers hold up from the last time this happened, April 13th, that means that probably a dozen to 20 of them actually made it into Israeli airspace. The reports right now are saying that one person has been killed in Israel, and it was a Palestinian Arab in the West Bank. Who was killed by falling shrapnel. But other than that, there's been no deaths and no injuries reported. The Israelis were warned about an hour beforehand that it was about to happen when the rockets were fired. They were warned to get to their shelters. Everybody went in the shelters. And it's likely that less than 24 of those actual munitions made it across the border into Israel because of the interceptors that took place over Jordan. And not just from Israel firing over Jordan, but Jordan has Patriot missile batteries. and apparently there were other countries involved. That could be the United States, it could be Saudi Arabia. That's what we saw last time. And so it's likely that happened this time as well. Now what we're waiting for is what will the response be. Israel has already said they are going to respond with force, and the difference is Israel will hit what they're aiming at. So it's going to be ugly for anybody in Iran right now. If you were near any kind of critical infrastructure in Iran, that would be a good time to take a vacation.
No, Chuck. One thing: the administration of the United States have said they told Israel to not retaliate, to not respond.
Yeah.
What are your response to that?
Israel was like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. This is going to happen. No, they are going to respond. The Biden administration cares nothing about Israel. The only thing they care about is their own reelection, and a wider war in the Middle East hurts their chances of a reelection. This is actually playing right into Trump's hands right now, because this hurts. This shows how feckless and weak the United States has been in handling this whole situation. And so just case in point, you look at the attacks that happened from the Houthis just 2 days ago. They shot 12 munitions at U.S. Navy ships in the Red Sea, and all those Navy ships did was block those and shoot them down. Excuse me, but they didn't respond. They didn't retaliate at all. By contrast, the Houthis fired one missile at Israel, which got shot down before it even made it into Israel. And Israel went down there and took out all the petroleum storage facilities and took out all of their power grid. So there's no power in Yemen now. They've essentially bombed Yemen back to the Stone Age, which admittedly wasn't very far to go for them. And many people in Yemen might not even notice.
That's too honest of you, Chuck. Thank you for that, for being so quite honest. So that's Chuck Holton. You can follow him on the Hot Zone of Chuck Holton. Everybody knows Chuck. Everybody in Israel knows Chuck. So Chuck,
everybody here on our tour is asking where you are. Oscar, they're asking why you're not here. They were very sad when they got here at the airport today. They were looking for Oscar. They walked right past me. Excuse me, Oscar? Is Oscar anywhere?
Where's your gardener? Where's your gardener?
Yeah.
So God bless you, Chuck. Hope that everything gets resolved over there. And you know, I'll talk to you. I'll message you. Hey, Chuck, do you have the number of that guy from Mokia?
From Mokia?
Remember?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Yeah, if I wanted to see if I can talk to him, if I can get him on here to see what's going on, because
okay. I'll see if I can find it real quick and send it to you.
Yeah, because there were a few alerts over there, and also the people, the good people over there, geesh, there were a lot of alerts going in over there also, Chuck.
Yeah, Shadi has been under a lot of alerts.
Oh, God bless you, Chuck. Say hello to everybody and send you a big hug. Thank you for answering.
All right, you too, brother.
Okay, bye. Chuck Holton from the Hot Zone. He's in Jordan right now, reporting you know, the massive way they came on top of him. That's crazy, Chuck. That's just crazy, man. A massive rocket, you know, massive missile fire came on top of him, that he said that it was like a rainfall, like a 4th of July rainfall. And you just heard him. You know, the Biden administration, completely a disgraceful administration. They don't support, they just want to win this election. And just this, if it plays out correctly, this will fall into Trump's hands, like he says, exactly like he has said. Just an embarrassment for the Biden administration to tell Israel right now, after this massive attack, to tell Israel to not retaliate, to not respond. It is just so ridiculous under the Biden administration. It is a complete embarrassment to say this. Do not attack, do not respond. Who in the hell will say that? It is just unbelievable. So I have a contact also from Israel that is an entrepreneur, business guy that owns a taco shop over there. Let me see if I can get him on the phone and talk to him a little bit. Let me see if I can get him on the phone so he can explain a little bit of what he has gone through. Let me just call him and ask him if he's available.
¿Qué onda, mi hermano Oscar? ¿Todo bien? Muchas gracias por preguntar. Ya estoy acá cerrando Tacos Luis, ya listos para irnos. Estuvimos media hora en el cuarto de refugio. Y bueno, tengo a mi casa. Dicen que vienen más misiles. Y pues bueno, te voy a mandar mi número ahorita para cualquier cosa tengas acá. Nos echamos un grito. ¿Ok?
This is Luis. He owns a taco shop over there in Israel. He's a fantastic, phenomenal guy. He's a Mexican migrant who married in Israel. His wife is from Israel, and we made a great connection and a great friendship last time that I was there. I'm trying to call him to say and to see if I can talk to him right now and see how he's doing. Also, I'm trying to talk to a person that lives close to the border of Malkia. That is, I'm trying to get the number from him, from Chuck, so I can call this man. This man, he is also really close. We were right next door to Lebanon, the Lebanon border. We were right there in a particular spot with the IDF authorities, with the IDF soldiers. The majority of the IDF soldiers, God bless their dear hearts, man. They're young. We're talking about 19, 20, 21 years of age. They're really young. They're young kids. All of them, we asked them when we were there, and the majority the couple of times that I have been covering this war, the majority of them that I have asked them, do you want to continue with this? And all of them, they say, no, we want peace. We want to go home. We just want to go home. A lot of them, they don't live in Israel. A lot of them, they live in the United States, and they're there. And they say, we don't have nothing against the Palestinian people. We don't have nothing against the Lebanon people. It is Hezbollah, it is Hamas, it is them, and you say this to the population of the world, and they don't get it in their heads. These progressive mercenary liberals, around the globe, they don't get it. They completely flip it so they can portray their own agenda. Let me just talk to right here, Luis. Luis, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches. Ah, sí, muchas gracias, Luis. Sale. Bueno, nos vemos, bye. That's Luis, the guy that owns the taco shop in Jerusalem. I want to ask him how he's doing over there and how he has handled this situation with the alerts and everything that is coming in. And really, I want to get that guy from Malkia. He's a really nice guy. It's extremely nice guy. But it's people are saying, I tried to buy you a coffee, it didn't work. Yeah, you can go into the app, click it again. Sometimes it gets stuck. Buy me a coffee. It is right there for people who want to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund. Buy me a coffee. It is right there. So as you guys just heard this, I was talking to Chuck right now. He's in Jordan. He just did an informative report. He just went live on his platform. Chuck just told me, and for people that don't understand, Chuck Holton is a war correspondent. He's the best war correspondent out there from the United States of America, covering, this war, and he has covered also the Ukraine war. Also, he has gone to Burma. He's an ex former Ranger, also writer, and ultimately works for CBN and does hits for Newsmax. And he has his own thing. He has the platform, the Hot Zone with Chuck Holton. He's extremely experienced on these particular situations, really knowledgeable on what is going on. And what he said is just, more than 400 missiles just entered, which confirms what, other people are saying. There's another number that is being managed. I think that number that they're throwing, it is between the first attack, that it was 181 missiles, ballistic missiles that they thrown. So they are confirming now that there's more than 400 missiles that they were thrown into these communities that you see right here. This is the hot spot right here of all Israel, that it was continuous, that it was massively, massively attacked right now, massively attacked. As you see right there, if you go a little bit further, you will see where Chuck is. He is over here close to Amman. He went all the way to the left to the Jordan border right here. He's right around these communities right here. And if you move a little bit over here, well, this is how it looks right now. The attacks on this area. Look how crazy that looks, man. Look how crazy that looks. That looks absolutely crazy. Look at that red spots. Look at that. That's incredible. If you pull away, look at that. That's just incredible, man. That's incredible how that looks. It's massive. Look at that. So I just read you all these cities and all the particular communities that there were possibly attacked. And some of the missiles, as you just heard, Chuck Holton said, like 4 or 5 missiles possibly entered the Iron Dome. It's really difficult. The last time that I was in Israel, the first time that I was in Israel, a lot of the missiles got in. It's a strategy from Hezbollah or Hamas to basically overwhelm the Iron Dome in one particular part and then try to enter to another one and enter to another one. And it is just a strategy to overwhelm the Iron Dome to basically send consistent missiles into the particular entrance of Israel. But just for everybody to understand, this was a massive attack of hundreds of missiles, ballistic missiles into the Israel area. Incredible. Let's see now. The statements have come out of the IDF spokesperson. They have declared that they're going to retaliate and they're going to defend themselves. It's incredible, Wow. This is 11:05 coming in. It's 11:17. This is coming in from the platform. Senior Iranian to Reuters. This is a senior Iranian. He spoke to Reuters. And it says Russia, who was informed before the attack, the U.S. was also warned through diplomatic means shortly before the attacks. Wow. Oh my God. Palestinians don't let the rocket body remain horizontal. They made it vertical. Say, wow. Look at this. Wow. Let me just see if I can put this video on the screen for you guys to see of this missile that the Palestinians are picking up. And basically what they're saying is, let me just see if I can download this video, save this video. And also I will put this other video of this missile. That's right here. Yeah. So I can put it on the screen for everybody to see. Let me see if I can pin it on the screen. Hold on 1 second. I will be with you guys in just 1 second. Bear with me. So this is information that is coming in. So I'm trying to create whatever I can create for you guys to have the information as soon as possible. And for you guys to see. So if you bear with me, we will be right with you guys in a few moments. I'm downloading these couple of videos as the videos of the attacks and also ultimately the videos of a missile that it was recovered by the Palestinians and they're trying to flip it over. It's incredible. This video is incredible. Let me just put it on the screen for you guys. Let me see if I can so let me just send that over here so you guys can see it. '74 mob. Okay. Just I will be with you guys just 1 second. This is video just coming in. Look at this video. Look at this incredible video for everybody that is watching. This missile attack. That is just massive. That. Wow. Look at that. Incredible. So these people are yelling Allahu Akbar as they are flipping a missile. That it was particularly intercepted, and it was not did not hit the target of Israel, but they are flipping it to put it back together, and they're yelling Allahu Akbar. No, this is not info from Amir. Somebody saying got an info from Amir. No, this is from another outlet. We got several outlets. And, quick shout out to this guy. Follow him on Telegram. It is ultimately it is important to say follow Amir Sarfati, and also you can follow Manny's War Room, which we get also a lot of the information. So let's go back to the massive attack right here shown on the screen. Thank you so much for joining in. We are going to leave the broadcast now. Thank you. Give it a like to the video. Share the video. I don't see many people liking the video. So like the video. Share the video. We got almost 4,000 people on this broadcast. Also, they're saying that the White House, it is setting up to make an announcement right now. What kind of announcement they are going to make? It's ridiculous. So I will go for what it was posted to do a recap of the massive attacks of today. Just to do a recap before I go. And at 9:32, it was reported a.m. Everything that I'm saying right now in terms to timing, it is West Coast time. So if I say 9:32, just imagine that it will be, if you're in an East Coast time, it will be 12:32, right? So rockets from Iran thrown into south of Israel at 9:32 a.m. It was reported. Also at 9:32 a.m., Iran has attacked. It was posted. At 9:33, it says, all Israel should enter a bomb shelter. At 9:34, the ballistic missiles are underway. At 9:49, over 350 ballistic missiles were launched. At 9:53 a.m., sirens all across Israel. At 9:54 a.m., over 400 rockets so far. At 10:03 a.m., the Revolutionary Guards, in an official announcement, we attacked in the heart of the occupied territories in response to the elimination of Nasrallah and Abbas Nil Proshan. At 10:07 a.m., Israel declared this: if you declare war, an extraordinary reaction it is expected. At 10:08 a.m., 10:08, Iran should expect a massive strike on its oil and gas industry. At 10:10 a.m., Israel airspace, it is closed. Flights are directed to alternative fields outside of Israel. So there's no way that you're going to get into Israel. And also, Chuck Holton just told you, if you are close to the vicinity of Iran, get out of there. It is not a good time to be in Iran. Iran is going to be possibly massively airstriked in the next incoming hours. So apparently right now, I'm getting a call from Shadi Halabul. Shadi, how you doing, my brother? I wanted to call you because I'm in a live stream and I have almost 4,000 people in my live stream, and I wanted to know if I can get you just for just like 2 to 3 minutes to explain what's going on right now. I don't know if you can. Yes, okay, I have you right now on the speaker, so I will put you on speaker on the microphone, okay? Okay. Just for everybody that is joining in, this is Shadi Halul. I met him in the community close to Jish, right, Shadi? Yes, Shadi, if you can present yourself to my community, we got almost 4,000 people watching right now, as these massive attacks just came in from Iran into your territory. If you can present yourself to the people, please.
Okay, so my name is Shadi Khalul. I am Israeli Christian of Maronite background. The Maronite community here is the Syriac Aramaic people who inhabited the Galilee and the region of Lebanon and Israel and Syria. And at the time of Jesus, they followed his teachings and become called Messianics and later on Christians. And we live here 4 kilometers from the border, which is 0.25 miles from the Israeli-Lebanese border. And the situation here is actually very tense. We have from one side the attacks of Hezbollah from the north, and now we have seen the attacks from Iran and missiles, the ballistic missiles, about 181 missiles who were fired from Iran passed through us toward the south and the central Israel. And thank God, most of them were intercepted. Many actually fall also in open areas and in other areas. And they made damage to some places. But thank God we have defense systems that are working, and we saw the interceptions happening on the airspace of Israel. It's scary. I'm telling you, it's a scary scenario. It's a scary scene to watch what's happening here. But again, we trust the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, and we thank the American friends and allies in the region and other allies who also join forces to actually defend us and Israel from this attack.
Now, there was a statement, Shadi, there was a statement right now by the current administration of the United States of America telling Israel to stand and to not retaliate, to not defend themselves. Of course, the IDF spokesman said, "No, we are going to respond." What is your opinion on that?
As I understand, and as I understand the Israeli spirit, I think there's no other choice other than responding and retaliating. There's no way that Israel can just give up and just neglect this attack, because neglecting it, next time it will be with nuclear heads.
Yes.
That's what the meaning is, if not retaliating. This means they will get the appetite. Every time they want, they can attack us. They can attack with 181 missiles. Can you imagine 181
Unbelievable
missiles on a small country size of New Jersey? That's what we're talking about. That's like New York area. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. You can no other state can allow this from happening, and just leave it and not retaliate. And if we retaliate, we need to retaliate then to make not only a deterrence, to actually make sure that this regime, which is Islamic Shia fanatic regime, cannot threaten the people of Israel and our state and give all our neighbors as well this headache that we are seeing today in the Middle East. It's a war because Iran decided to attack Israel. Iran is the head of this octopus, and Iran should be actually a regime. I'm not talking about Iranian people because many Iranian people oppose this regime. 70% oppose this regime. And many of those people want to get rid of this regime. So if we can get rid of this regime and make Iran a democratic state and a better place for its people and its surrounding, then we might have peace in the Middle East, because all its proxies include Hezbollah, include Hamas, include Yemenis, the Houthis in Yemen, and others will not survive after getting rid of this head of the octopus.
Yeah, it's and I cannot even imagine what it looked like right now over there where you live, Shadi. I just want to thank you right now for accepting the phone call. I want to call you after I finish this broadcast because I want to tell you a couple of things, and I want to say thank you, my brother, and God bless your dear heart and protect you, and God will be always protecting you always, brother.
I am worried also for something very important, Oscar.
Go ahead.
For your audience, they should understand that the Hezbollah, those Islamic Shia group in Lebanon, terrorists, they are using the Christians, trying to use the Christian of Lebanon, who are peaceful communities and want to live just in peace with themselves and with their surroundings. They try to use them as a human shields, and they try to oppress them. They try to take their homes and fire missiles from their homes and rockets from Christian homes, so Israel can retaliate back and actually harm the Christian community. And then these guys will come up and say, hey, do you see how Israel is not only responding or attacking the Muslim Shia tourists, but also Christians, and this way they drag Israel into troubles. That's the strategy of terrorists. That's the strategy how they drag other population into something that has nothing to do with them. And people should be aware that if any Christian in Lebanon is injured because of this Islamic terrorist, it's not because of Israel is asking to harm any Christians. Israel is protecting and liberating the Lebanese people from the hands of these terrorists who hijack the country and take the whole Lebanese as hostages. So the Lebanese should say thank you, Israel, for liberating us from these terrorists. So at least at the end we can have peace together, because we want peace with Lebanon, nothing else.
Well, absolutely, Shadi. Thank you so much for these couple of minutes that you gave me. God bless your dear heart. God bless everybody that is over there in your home. I will call you in a few minutes, Shadi. Thank you for accepting the phone call. That's Shadi Halul. I interviewed him when I was in Israel. He lives in the community of Jish. He is a Christian Maronite. Let me just take a quick picture right here. A Christian Maronite. Also, he lives close to the border of Lebanon. We were just there with him 3 weeks ago. I was there with him, and he was explaining to us the catastrophe and the horrible situations which they are going through. And of course, he just explained something that is how terrorists work. They use children. These Hezbollah, these Hamas. They fire their rockets. They fire their missiles. They fire their drones from particular places. Their schools, their kindergartens, their hospitals, where there's children, where there's women. They use the women and the children as shields. And now he's telling me that they're using churches and they're using places that they are Christian in Lebanon for Israel to attack also these places that they are majority Christian. And then they will say, look, it is not only the Israel people, trying to attack the Lebanon Muslim. They're trying to attack also Christians. They're trying to attack also people that they're not even from, Muslim. So it is a terrorist strategy. Yes, they do that. And until the world does not understand how these terrorists work, man, whoever defends Hamas, whoever defends Hezbollah, it is a defender of a cartel also in Mexico. The cartel in Mexico, I'm a Mexican citizen and I live in Mexico. The cartel strictly operates exactly the same as these people. They don't use missiles. They don't use rockets. In some places, they use rockets, but they use high artillery to oppress the population and to use the population as their soldiers to create this army. It is exactly the same what Hamas and what Hezbollah has been doing and oppressing Hamas, the Palestinian people, and Hezbollah has been oppressing the Lebanese people. They don't want this. He just told you right now, 75% of the people that they live in Iran, they do not want this regime to continue. They do not want this regime to continue right now in Iran. And still in the West, in the United States of America, they were defending Nasrallah, and they're defending these resilience groups, as they call them, these progressive liberals. They call resilience groups Hamas and Hezbollah. You have to be kidding me with this. You have to be kidding me after seeing right here what it's actually happening. You have to be kidding me with this. Look at this, how it looks from far away. This is Amman, Jordan. This right here is Amman. Now, if you go a little bit more, if you pull out, this is Iran right here. Look at this from Tehran. Look. Look at the distance and look at the target. Don't tell me that this was not massively done to basically, attacked. It's unbelievable. Look at that. Just a hot spot right now. So more than 181 ballistic missiles. That is what they're informing. But also there is another statement. There's another quantity which they are managing that they're saying that is more than 181 missiles that it was in accounted time. They don't know around the accounted time. So thank you so much for joining in. An hour and 31 minutes, giving you guys this incredible and massive update for people to understand. Buy me a coffee. It is right there. Pin in the chat. If you guys like to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee. It is right there. It will help a lot for us to get back to Israel. We are trying to get back. Of course, right now it is impossible to get back there. They are not going to let us, get back there. That's obvious, as it is right now. It is going to be massively impossible for us to get back there. But, this was an update that I wanted to come in and give you guys, particularly reading also the cities and also the places where they were massively attacked. And also not only that, to give you a statement, a ground-to-ground statement of what is actually happening in Israel. We will come back if something breaking it is happening. Until now, Iran has completely stopped their attacks. This noticing that they are, all their attacks, all their airstrikes were basically taken down, and they were not penetrating into the territory of Israel. Some of them they were, but not as they are, as they were thinking that they were going to be attacking to. The most, I think that the most embarrassing thing in terms to the geopolitical situation and statements, I think that the most embarrassing thing about this is what the United States Biden administration has just said to Israel, that stand your ground and to not retaliate and to not, defend yourself. My God, this is just, if this doesn't tell you what the Biden administration stands for, I don't know what else, people. I really do not know what else. After this, the American people need to know that this administration is the most weakest, and it has the most weakest and incompetent leader possibly in history. And also the vice president, it is not going, it's not that far away from that same particular statement. Really, it's not that far away. If you are saying to Israel to not defend yourself after you get hit with more than 400 ground ballistic missiles, it's just, I don't know what else. I don't know what else. When you are getting hit like this, and if you also tell him like, hey, don't defend yourself, just leave it alone. It's just, wow. I don't even know what it is, the strategy, or I don't know where or how you are thinking that this is not going to end up in a way that the country needs to defend themselves. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar Blue signing out. Be sure to be watching and following our platform. Subscribe to our channel at YouTube, please. It's right there. Also, follow us on X as Oscar Blue Ramirez, on YouTube as Oscar Blue. Also, our webpage as Oscar Blue Ramirez News, and ultimately also in all platforms. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, God's plan, it is our mission. Stay safe.